Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for story time today. My name is Mary and it's starting to get a little bit warmer, so we might be seeing some of our friends that we don't see very often in the winter, some bugs. So I thought we would do a story time about bugs today. And I found a really pretty book on the new shelf, so I thought I would read it. Brand new book. It's called Away with Wild Things, and it's about a girl who is kind of shy, but she really loves learning about nature and about bugs especially. So let's find out her story. Such pretty end pages. Some really pretty books on the new shelf right now, so be sure to put those on hold. Poppy Ann Fields liked bugs. They were her friends. She sat among the wildflowers, listening patiently to the cicada's newest symphony. She coaxed the shy roly-poly out of her shell. When the ants marched over her, Poppy let them, even though she was ticklish. She recognized the spider mama's weaving for what it was, a magnificent art. It's really cool to see a spider web right after it rained, and you can see all of the lines and the little dewdrops. She spent long afternoons talking with the ladybugs about shapes and colors and the heights of flowers. But when people came around, Poppy preferred to disappear into the background. At parties, she hid in stripes. This is kind of fun because on this page, she really blends into the background. She's behind the plants, and she wore stripes because she knew the wallpaper had stripes. Looks like a fun party, though. And in big, bright florals. So this time she wore florals to blend in with the rug. She became a landscape, a tree. She was pouring rain, a brocade drape, a leopard in menagerie. When Grandma Phyllis turned 100, Poppy stood watching the party. It's a big party. Guests milled about, coming together to hug and shake hands. Some people danced. Children ran. They looked like colorful leaves falling into each other, then drifting apart. A small wind blew across the garden. On it rode a dragonfly. He landed on the cake. How his wings shimmered in the sun. Her whole heart glad, Poppy clapped her hands. Uncle Dan said, "Poppy Ann Fields, you wallflower, you. So that's where you've been hiding this time." His voice vibrated louder than 1,000 cicadas. Guests stopped milling about. Poppy froze. Every eye fell upon her. She was scared down to her toes. The dragonfly flew off the cake and landed in her hand. Someone gasped, "Would you look at that?" It flew to her like it knows her. Poppy's got away with wild things, said Grandma Phyllis. Everyone came in for a closer look. Poppy's feet refused to move. She would have liked to run to the trees beyond the garden. She wished the people would all turn away and leave her alone. She couldn't look at them, so she looked at the dragonfly, soft and fragile in her hands. She knew the dragonfly had come for her. The cicada's symphony swelled among the trees. The wind lifted her hair, cooled her face. She breathed. The scientific name is Anisoptera, said Poppy softly, but clearly. You wildflower, you, whispered Grandma Phyllis. The small wind still blew. Poppy knew she was not a wallflower. Leaves and wings fluttered to the beat of her heart. No, not a wallflower. A wildflower. How pretty. And there's some terms in the back. She made her own glossary of bug friends. So butterfly, cicada, dragonfly, ladybug, the roly-poly, the spider. So I thought we could do, there we go. I thought we could do a little rhyme about ladybugs, since there were some ladybugs in that story. So how many ladybugs do I have on my flannel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can you hold up 5 on your fingers at home? And they like to eat something called aphids on leaves. 5 little ladybugs climbing on some plants, eating the aphids, but not the ants. The first one said, Save some aphids for me. The second one said, they're as tasty as can be. The third one said, oh, look, they're almost gone. The fourth one said, then we'd better move on. The fifth one said, come on, let's fly. So they opened up their wings and flew through the sky. Can we launch them off into the air? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, ladybugs. Here they are flying around. We'll put them back on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now they're back on the leaves, eating away. All right, let's do one more song all together. I know it's one that you all know, the Itsy Bitsy Spider, one of my favorites to do in story time. So you can choose if you want to do this way, the Itsy Bitsy, where you have to kind of cross your fingers, kind of a challenge. Or you can do the sign for spider and crawl up like this. Or if you want to be the drain pipe, you could, and you could have your little Itsy Bitsy Spider crawling all up. We'll do it 2 times through so you can choose which way you want to go. I'm going to start off with this one. The Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the spout again. Good job, everyone. Can you sing again with me? I'm going to do it this way this time. The Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the Itsy Bitsy Spider climbed up the spout again. All right, bye everyone. Thanks for joining me for Storytime today. We'll see you next time.